Welcome to the channel. We're the MMA guys. Today, doing a video on the new matchup that Luke Thomas has announced on his YouTube channel about Moicano versus Michael Chandler being locked in as the BMF co-main event at UFC 326 on March 7th. First off, this is phenomenal matchmaking. I think here's what I imagined when I first heard of this matchup. I think it's a matchup that's built for Chandler to get a KO to hype the fight with Conor at the White House. Because I think that they know, dude, Dariush versus Chandler wouldn't really excite people because he's been getting torched left and right. But Moicano literally lost to Dariush not that long ago, and he's there. But and also, it's such a paramount type of matchup to have Moicano versus Chandler instead of using them as stepping stone for the next generation. And I think it's good that they do that because I think those two guys against Quillian, like for example, if you do Michael Chandler versus Quillian Salkiel, no one will really care about that realistically. No one is really going to because even if Quillian Salkiel beat Michael Chandler, no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, Quillian Salkiel's good now, because Michael Chandler is completely washed and he's not good, and we know the same thing for Moicano pretty much. But Moicano is a little bit better, you know. If Quillian Salkiel KO'd Moicano, I'd be like, oh okay, he's pretty good. Rather than Chandler, I'll be like, yo, Chandler is completely out of it. But what's going to happen? I think that Moicano is going to mold Chandler, guys. Chandler is more washed than Moicano is. You know, Moicano got darsed by Islam in the first round. That's whatever. That's very forgivable. Lost to Dariush, but he lost to Dariush in the grappling. He almost KO'd him at the end of the first round or end of the second. He almost KO'd him at the bell. A couple more seconds and he would have won that fight. Let's not act like it wasn't extremely competitive of a fight. You know? This was an insane matchup. And, Beneil is a phenomenal grappler. Moicano's not a fast twitch guy. But the thing is that Chandler is, but he's so old now that he doesn't really have it like that anymore. So it's kind of like he won't really be too much at a disadvantage with Chandler being fast twitch, and Chandler is only going to get worse. Meanwhile, Moicano's going to stay about the same, although his gas tank is pretty bad now. Moicano, but then once that happened, we'll have Moicano versus McGregor, which I think when you think about it and how good they are on the mic, and you know, Moicano's better on the mic than Chandler is or has ever been. He's a more solidified UFC fighter than Moicano is, than Chandler is. So it would be nice to see him versus McGregor. It's like, and I think that's hype. Mike, there'd be a lot of trash talk. It's a very paramount matchup. And it's also a matchup where I think that Conor can KO Moicano. And I think Moicano can maul Conor as well. I'm still leaning towards Conor for some reason. Because I just think Moicano's like 38, 39. If Moicano was like 33 and had just beaten BSD, or even if it was just right after the BSD performance, I would be like, oh, okay, he's there. The thing is that his cardio's not good. And he's also shown his chin is not good. And he's shown us that Dariush can stand in front of him for 3 rounds. And he's going to get knocked down bad, but not KO'd. Well, obviously, they grappled a lot, but still, they had a lot of moments on the feet. And Moicano wasn't able to put him away. And I know that Conor would put away, Dariush in 12 seconds. 13 seconds like he did Aldo. So that's what I'm leaning towards. I know that Conor's washed, but I still think that he'd beat Dariush. I don't think that's crazy to say. So that's what I think it is, and I think it would be a phenomenal fight. Either way, it builds the fight. Whether it's Chandler wins, whether it's Moicano wins, it's a win-win situation for the UFC. So I think it's a very, very good matchmaking, and it's the first good matchmaking besides Charles Oliveira versus Max that we've seen recently, in recent time. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. I hope you like the video. Make sure you like, comment what you think of those two matchups or whatever. Give me your thoughts on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more coming. So have a good day. Until next time.